welcome back to Smarmalade Plays Valentine's Otome demo. Mira, Maya, and Smarm are in a club, and as it turns out, Mira is not as big of a slut as I thought. She is waiting around because she has a gift for Smarm that's coming, and it needs to be delivered here. She's ponied up to Rugged Man, aka Thomas, aka Dick in a Box, in order to stay there and make Smarm stay there. Let's get going. I walked back over to where Maya was gaping and Smarm just looked bored. He invited us to join his friends for drinks. Why? What do you mean, why? Well, normally when you drag me into a group meeting, it's to try and set me up. Maya looked at me like a deer in the headlights. Oh, come on, it's just a few drinks. I'm seeing someone, bitch. I'm not asking you to cheat. I'm asking you to sit at a table with a few guys and have some drinks. And if you think you can't go through that without something happening, then well, you've been holding out on me. Mira, what's this guy's name? It's Thomas. It's Thomas, Smarm. Don't question it. I don't know! See? I need you there. I like how she looked worried and I made her sound happy about that. That's never stopped you before. Besides, you have an impressionable young woman here. You should be a role model. I am. She needs to break out of her shell and I'm just the one to help her do it. I'll pass, thanks. She was slowly backing away when I grabbed her arm. Okay, girls, let's go shuffle! What? Just humor her for a while. Oh my god, he's so tall. I hooked my arm around Smarm's before steering them back toward the guy I flirted with. His eyes were practically sparkling with repressed laughter when we reached him. Come on, my friends are probably still where I left them. Look at him, he's like 6 years old. He led us to a secluded table with a single handsome occupant. As we got closer, Maya began to squirm uncomfortably in her pants. What is it? I whispered. I whispered so as not to draw attention and make her even more uncomfortable. What is it? No way, I gotta... Hey, what's wrong? That's Mr. Caverly. She practically hissed it at me. The man at the table glanced up and noticed us. He doesn't look 30, he looks like 16. Whatever. Maya's high school teacher. How am I gonna do his voice? I don't even fucking know. I can't think of anything. Miss Cosgrove, of all my students, you're the one I least expected to see here. Damn, if I knew that fancy private school had teachers like this, I might have actually considered going. How do you have any choice? Like, don't your parents send you to school? Whatever. I don't think I ever had a teacher as young as you, and believe me, I'd remember. It's probably for the best, though. I'd have gotten into so much trouble for trying to seduce a member of the teaching staff. Wait, she's one of your students? I forgot his voice already. Not that one! The one that looks like she's trying to hide. And it's ex-student. She graduated a few years back. Where's Daire? He left to get a drink around half an hour ago. Oh, he's Rat Tail. Fuck. I didn't even notice the Rat Tail until just now. What an asshole. He's probably still at the bar then. I'll go get him. You keep the ladies company. So, hala'ganoch, or whatever his name is named Daire? Alright. Wait a minute! We all watched as the first man merrily walked off toward the bar. I don't know why I go anywhere with them. I know how you feel. She glared at me. Your friend constantly drags you to places only to ditch you once you arrive? It was one time! She raised an eyebrow at me. Okay, it was more than once, but I made sure you had plenty of food first. True.
Miss Cosgrove, your friends are certainly lively.
It's actually my cousin and her friend. I'm not your friend? I'm hurt. No, I didn't mean. That came out wrong. Don't sweat it, Maya. Smarm's just teasing. Look at her lips. Those are teasing lips. She says, I'm teasing. I was. The teacher let out a little laugh.
I guess I don't need to worry about you, Miss Cosgrove.
Why was he worrying? Whatever. Oh, you never need to worry about me. I'm pretty sure he was talking to me. At that moment, the first man came back, followed by a slightly taller, sophisticated man in a I clicked too fast to read what that said. That's the guy from the bar. No girl in tow, so maybe he actually is single.
What kept you? I had to practically drag a girl away from him first. I don't even know what she saw in him. He was just sitting there like a statue. So the usual then. Pretty much. Well, back to business. Guess introductions are in order. Okay, Kiron, go for it.
Kiron? They call him Kiron? Like the centaur in Greek mythology?
Wait, why me?
Why is his name Kiron? I'm gonna call him Kiron just cause whatever.
You mean you haven't got their names yet? What kind of man are you? Says the guy who invited a group of girls he doesn't know to join us. Hey, you taught one of them, so they aren't total strangers. Yes, but you didn't know that before.
Why is he Julia Child? Whatever. Oh, his name's Zane! 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 It's not Thomas after all. I like Thomas better.
I'll concede that point. I guess I'll go first. I'm Zane Valentine. Zane Valentine.
So he really is that Zane Valentine. Interesting. That Zane Valentine. Oh, that's cute. It's like Valentine. He widened his eyes in mock surprise.
Really? I've never heard that before.
Don't mind him, he's kind of a jerk. I forgot his voice. I forget his voice in between doing it every time.
I am not. That's just overused. They could at least come up with something original.
Right, well, I'm Kiron Caverly, or as Miss Cosgrove calls me, Mr. Caverly Rattail Jr. We all looked toward the third man, who just stood there silently.
And that's Dante Thurston.
Oh wait, that's the wrong voice. And that's Dante Thurston. Don't mind him, he's had a rough few weeks. He's undergoing heroin withdrawal.
Like he talks much normally.
From what I've read, rough doesn't even begin to cover it. Still, no point in spoiling the mood by bringing it up. Why has she heard of all these guys? The strong, silent type? Well, anyway, I'm Mira Cosgrove.
I'm Smarmalade. Ooh.
I'm Maya Cosgrove. It's a pleasure to meet everyone.
So formal.
It's called having manners. Not that you'd know. I love how he's turned into like a slightly male version of the Ice Queen. I only have a repertoire of like 6 voices, come on.
Coming from Mr. Stick in the Mud himself.
Kiron ignored Zane's jest and turned to us.
So what brings the 3 of you here tonight of all nights?
Maya and Smarm exchanged a look before pointing at me. Traitors!
I see. It's always one.
What does that mean?